got your hand out.
Get some, I just asked you for
You always asking for something.
And you always married.
But still, don't you got a boyfriend?
Man, golly, you
don't you got a baby daddy?
Get it, whatever.
Chick, where your man at?
I need my hair did, I need my nails did, man, I need a blunt. And my son needs them new J's that coming out.
Chick, where your man at?
That new iPhone about to come out, I need that. And I need some new bundles. You want to let me get something away?
Chick, where your man at?
My child support check didn't come this week. You know I gotta be on fleek. And I need you to pay my rent for me this month.
Chick, where your man at?
Boss, I need $50 for a plan. $50? And $10 for the club. You could get a pack of blacks or what?
No, I'm not new to the game, so don't assume fire no lame. PABC is my alma mater, so technically I run the game. I never been keen to tricking hoes. I'd rather stay money from doing shows. And yep, I know Johnny and Corn, but that don't mean I purchase women clothes. I don't know who been misleading you. I don't feel comfortable feeding you. You need to go slow with a little bit. Girl, you must need some brave shoes. I'm the one hustling my ass. Me and Debo getting them bells off. Think cause you can trap me? So I'm the one trapping my ass off. You better go dance and go sell, cause you won't get a dime here. You better go with a bill payer, because ain't that going on here. I said and I sell dreams. This is what I do on my side job. I'm too in love with my job self. Bitch, I'm content with a job. 24/7 is a money chase. 24/7 is about the case. Buying something I can get for free, because I'm really a cheapskate. Man, I'ma look like a for spending money on Wildcat. Don't look for me for a dirt thing. Better go where your man. Where your man at?
I need my hair did, I need my nails did, man, I need a blunt. And my son needs them new J's that coming out.
Chick, where your man at?
That new iPhone about to come out, I need that. And I need some new bundles. You want to let me get something away?
Chick, where your man at?
My child support check didn't come this week. You know I gotta be on fleek. And I need you to pay my rent for me this month.
Chick, where your man at?
Boss, I need $50 for a plan. $50? And $10 for the club. You could get a pack of blacks or what?
I'ma look like a damn fool. Why would you think I would cake you? Just cause you cute with that body, huh? No, I can't date you. Man, all of that begging and cute though. You need to go get you a dirt job. You just like Tommy out Martin for real. With all of that, I got the job. I always sticking your hand out. Always asking for handout. You steady playing on them power balls, hoping that one day it pans out. Bye, Felicia, you're begging me. Every day seem like a Friday. Trying to go down with Tamika and them. Every day Monday through Sunday. Yeah, I know that you got a man, but you be smelling like curd though. They gon' be wearing that same cologne. You must be smelling cuz chasing you out with another man, laughing and kissing and holding hands. $60 for a manicure. I hope that on with a whole hand. You bumping for then recycling seed. Man, I can't buy you no weed. You need to go sweet talk Kareem. I'm not buying your son's shoe, and then your daughter ain't getting. You better go hunt down your baby daddy. I'm not playing the daddy shit. No. Chick, where your man at? Chick, where your man at?
It's Young Strip. Catch my show, Straightforward with Strip, every Thursday, 3 p.m. Central in the Red Stream. On my show, we're going to keep it 1000 with all the latest topics and play all the hottest music. Log on every Thursday, 3 p.m. Central in the Red Stream. Fishbowl Radio Network, FBRN.US.
What's up, y'all? You want it real? You want it raw? Well, stay tuned in to Straightforward with Strip. You heard? Straightforward with Strip. Straightforward with Strip. You heard? You heard?
Hey, it's Lady J, and I'm keeping it straightforward with Strip.
Hey, gooey guappin' with your boy OG Poppy, the Tattoo Kingpin on Fishbowl Radio with my boy Young Strip. You know.
Straightforward. So when a person is straightforward, it says of a person, they're honest and frank. And then the synonyms would be honest, frank, candid, open, truthful, sincere. And I don't know what could be more attractive than somebody who's open and honest with you.
Straightforward with Strip.
Fishbowl Radio Network, FBRN.US. So glad you are logged on right now. Another episode of Straightforward with Strip every Thursday at 3 p.m. Central in the red stream on www.fbrn.us. Or you can go ahead and go to the website at Fishbowl Radio Network, search up Young Strip or Straightforward with Strip. Go to the host page, check out the podcast there, show some love. You can also find my social media, but I'll go ahead and give it to you right now. It's Young Strip 702 on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I have an awesome show for you today. Like I said, I've been prepping you, I've been warning you, and Eclipse is coming to the show today. And I'm sure some of you are like, man, what does that mean, an eclipse is coming? I know a lot of people are into this zodiac stuff and into, you know, the moon, and Sagittarius is in Gemini this month and this and that, and, you know, Mercury in retrograde, anything like that. Well, all I can say for right now is an eclipse is coming. So I appreciate you for logging on to Straightforward with Strip. I got an awesome show, hot topics, and as always, if you have a topic or a question, go ahead and check me out on Facebook at Young Strip on there, or, you know, Gary Young, the Facebook page, and let me know your thoughts, feelings, and suggestions, you feel me? Or go ahead and chime in on the topics we're going to be talking about today. Like I said, Straightforward with Strip, I want to give a shout out to my sponsors real fast. Brown Sugar Apothecary over there on Instagram and Facebook. Check out all the handmade natural products for your beauty, body, and mind. That's Brown Sugar Apothecary. Check them out. They're so official, so efficient. You gotta follow them on Instagram. Brown Sugar Apothecary. Another sponsor I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Lola Faye Extensions. Ladies, go ahead and get your bundle hookup right there. If you're looking for the inches, Lola Faye Extensions. Holla at them at lolafayeextensions.com or find them on Instagram and Facebook as well. And also, another sponsor I have is First In Moving Company. If you're trying to move anything from a chair to an entire commercial building, holla at First-In Moving Company. And the number is 214-458-5800. Again, that's First In Moving Company. If you're trying to move from anything as small as a chair to something as big as an entire commercial building filled with suites, go ahead and holler at First In Moving. They got you covered. Here goes Ooh, I Like That by Eclipse Darkness. Straightforward with Strip, Fishbowl Radio Network.
They hate it when I pull up, oh, I like that. Riding with a foreign, oh, I like that. Now I gotta say it, oh, I like that. Straight getting to the money just like that. Like that, like that. Straight getting to the money just like that. Like that, like that. Now the world saying, oh, I like that. Now the world saying, oh, I like that. And they ain't even tripping cause I like that. I'm known to live it up and then we kick back. Then it's back to the money cause I need that. She say, you can spin it fast for me, can you do it? I say, girl, I can't, ain't nothing to it. Said I be bouncing and moving that body, I'm loving the way that she do it. Watching it while I sit back and I'm thinking to myself, I gotta get to it. I be getting to the money, but I never count it. That girl so official, she's my accountant. Lost a couple bills, but I think I found it. If I need, then I will pick it up and mount it. Gon' tell them, oh, I like that. Gon' tell them, overseas I be going, cause yeah, they liking my flow. And please leave a message when calling me, cause my phone, it be roaming. They hate it when I pull up, oh, I like that. Riding with a foreign, oh, I like that. No, I gotta say it, oh, I like that. Straight getting to the money just like that. Like that, like that. Straight getting to the money just like that. Like that, like that. Now the world saying, oh, I like that. Okay, let me talk to her like a Russian. Make her touch her toes, no discussion. Squat low, now I gotta bust it. Go ahead, you don't want me to press that red button. Ooh, now the table's turning. Took a long time, but she say she learned it. So I hit her with that, now she yearning. Campsite, show you how to keep that fire burning. Look how she hold that drink in her hand. You can tell by the way she sipping, trying to get a little bit of freak in the dance. And I'm trying to bring it out, telling me that she not really freaky, but I know that booty don't lie. Take it or leave it. I told her go hop in the caddy, cause she work with a fatty, but she calling me daddy. Daddy Kane, I watch it how she swing that thing. I told her she can win it, but don't leave a thing. They hate it when I pull up, oh, I like that. Riding with a foreign, oh, I like that. No, I gotta say it, oh, I like that. Straight getting to the money just like that. Like that, like that. Straight getting to the money just like that. Like that, like that. Now the world saying, oh, I like that. Wanna meet your body language, got me coming in close. closer. I'm in love with the way you drop it down, throw it in my face so explosively. Make a mother wanna take you home so seclusively. Girl, you gon' get something started while you teasing me. When I pull up on behind it, be the sound. Hey, hey, little mama, I know you feel me now. When I pull up on behind it, be the sound. Hey, hey, little mama, I know you feel me now. Stacking and acting and packing, macking when I'm in the club. Every time I turn around like a newborn, ladies wanna show me love. Now, baby girl, tell me what this could it be? You in love with the way I flip it, twist instead of me wanting me. You got me into you from feeling your smile. I'm digging your style. Every time, baby girl, I know that you wow. You ain't gotta worry about me. I like surprises. For the vanilla caramel candy body, I got some prizes. They hate it when I pull up, oh, I like that. Riding with a foreign, oh, I like that. No, I gotta say it, oh, I like that. Straight getting to the money just like that. Like that, like that. Straight getting to the money just like that. Like that, like that. Not a word saying, oh, I like that.
Fishbowl Radio Network, FBRN.US. You're still logged on to Straightforward with Strip. That was Ooh, I Like That by an artist that goes by the name of Eclipse Darkness. Man, I was just reading this news story. I want to go ahead and give my condolences, man. It's so sad that some people nowadays just can't be safe. We can't be with our family and friends, and we can't go to events or do certain festivities without the worry of somebody shooting at you, man. So I want to go ahead and send my condolences out to rapper T Grizzly. You know, they just said Tuesday night his aunt, who happens to be his manager, was shot and killed. It was his aunt, him, and his driver were in a car, pulled up in front of their house. As soon as T Grizzly stepped out of the car, they said somebody started firing at the vehicle, striking his aunt and killing her. Her name was Jabina Brown. She was 41 years old. He had just hired her to be his manager about 2 years ago, and they said that was right as, you know, on the brink of him becoming more and more successful as he is today. So, you know, he attributes a lot of his success to her managing him. So we want to go ahead and send our condolences out to her. That's upsetting and sad, man. You know, a lot of people nowadays just can't handle their emotions, handle their feelings without harming another individual. This goes back to the violence in the black community. I don't want to go ahead and start preaching and everything, but listen, guys, like they say, for every time a white cop kills and shoots an unarmed black man, 41 black men are killed by other black people. So, you know, we are our biggest enemy. We are our biggest threat right now. We can definitely do something to turn the tables and learn to love each other. You know, nothing comes from shooting and killing somebody and taking a loved one. You know, especially when that person is what they would call a good person. You will know, an upstanding citizen, somebody that gives back to the community, and somebody who has a legacy to continue to build. We're taking somebody's family members away, somebody's loved ones. I know a lot of us out here, even if you're living a crooked life, I'm sure you have some loved ones, and it would hurt you. You know, it would affect you terribly for somebody to take them out of your life, especially over something stupid. But yeah, man, again, my condolences and my positive vibes go out to T Grizzly and his family through this situation. On to something, you know, a little less heartfelt and everything. So there was a big argument going on, you know, lately. It's crazy that the argument is just now taking place, because what happened was Popeyes. You know, everybody loves Popeyes Louisiana chicken. Well, they came out with a chicken sandwich, and following their chicken sandwich debut, they came out with a tweet basically saying, yeah, we here. We got this chicken sandwich. It's so good. It has a bun. It has pickles. It has this secret spicy sauce, and it's a whole chicken breast. What's up? So, of course, one of the most popular, you know, chicken sandwich chains, the Christian company Chick-fil-A, got on their Twitter, and man, you know, to be so Christian, they didn't hold their tongue at all, but I'm no one to judge. But anyway, so Chick-fil-A answered their tweet basically and said that they are the original chicken sandwich. So this past week, there have been reports that Popeyes locations are running out of chicken sandwiches, and Chick-fil-A is still serving it up and still saying my pleasure after everything you say to them. So to give my little take on the whole Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A thing, I gotta tell you, Popeyes chicken sandwich came out like 2 months ago. So I had been tried it, and I had been eating it, and I've been a fan of it since it came out. I would say the Popeyes chicken sandwich is better. Now, this is just sandwich to sandwich. If you want to go, chain to chain, like who's a better company, Popeyes or Chick-fil-A, which something interesting I learned, Popeyes is now the third largest chain, fast food chain in America. So shout out to Popeyes. I always known Popeyes has been good. We always know, they got great chicken. The biscuits are a little dry. But supposedly people love Popeyes, that it is the third largest, third most successful, third loved fast food chain. So shout out to them. I got my guest coming in the building right now. You're logged on to Straightforward with Strip, Fishbowl Radio Network, FBRN.US. I'm glad he made it in the building because, like I said, all week, all month, I said on Straightforward with Strip, an eclipse is coming. And some people were like, what do you mean an eclipse is coming? You talking about that Mercury retrograde stuff? And I'm like, man, you got to log on to Straightforward with Strip. I got an eclipse coming to the studio, man. So please give it up for my guest, Eclipse Darkness.
You already know what time it is. What's up, baby? How we doing?
Man, fantastic. What's going on, man? Glad you could make it to the studio. Absolutely. How was the drive?
Man, it was cool, actually. I hopped on that good old HOV lane, that toll tag comes in handy sometimes.
Yeah, that's so what's up.
It was good.
Awesome. I dig that, man. And it's pretty cool that I see you got the button-up attire, with the tie, because I just got finished watching that music video of Oh, I Like That.
Yes.
That music video was pretty cool, man. It was in a little office setting, a little call center setting. Let's go ahead and get right into it. What gave you the idea of that music video?
Man, so, at the time I was working with the company Texas 811, and we just wanted to do something a little bit different, talking to my guys, Connor. He's the one who directed and shot the video with me. And we wanted to do something different, incorporate showing my ability as far as my acting skills, and then it highlights the business side of Eclipse, because I love to, take care of business, and, that whole little environment and image kind of conveyed that message. Yeah. So we said, what better place to use than organization that you work at? You got the office space, you got the people, behind you as far as the employees and things like that, and the president, the company at the time. So we said, yeah, let's go ahead and, spice things up, do something a little different, make it like a little movie, have a little storyline to it, and see what the people think. So we did it like that.
That's what's up. I dig it, man, because when I was watching the music video, I was like, man, has he ever worked in a real call center before?
Yep.
Now, if you're listening right now and you've worked in a call center, you already kind of know the atmosphere is like, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's fun. It can be filled, with a lot of drama. I've worked at a couple call centers myself, and honestly, I kind of feel it's like high school all over again. They have the different cliques, they have the different groups, and it's a lot of gossip, a lot of drama.
Yeah, and you really got to get out there and be visible to make yourself known, to make a good name for yourself. So
that's what's up. That's what's up, man. And if you're following Eclipse Darkness on social media right now, where can they follow you?
Man, y'all can follow me everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm mostly active on Instagram. I stay getting Instagram popping. So shoot me a DM, holla at your boy, tag me in a story post, if you're listening to the music, you share it, and I'm more than likely gonna get back with you and message back.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
For sure. And yeah, like I was saying, so if you're following him anywhere, or if you're following him now, you're probably going to see a lot of a certain brand or a certain drink.
Yes.
Like I said, now he can't take a picture without it in the picture.
Right.
So what's going on, man? What's up? Is this a deal, a contract you got going?
Man, it's such a blessing. It's crazy. I got to thank the fans. I got to thank the fans, because the way things went down, Sprite, they contacted me via email, and they said, hey, your fans said that we should be, checking you out. You're the next upcoming artist, big thing, so we wanted to see what they were talking about. So we checked out your music, and they loved what they were hearing, and they loved what they were seeing. So I said, okay, cool, talk to me, So we talked business and came up with an agreement. And, now I'm an official artist, with Sprite, ambassador. And my first launch, project was the Sprite Way playlist on Spotify. Yeah. And so we're doing other things, got other things cooking in the works with that right now. So, yeah, it's been a blessing, man, a blessing. Shout out to all my fans out there, all my supporters, friends, family, everybody who reached out to Sprite, and had nothing but great things to say about me. I appreciate y'all. I'm very grateful. And we just getting started.
Yeah, man, that's awesome, man.
Yeah,
So,
man.
like, the commercials we see with, like, Ray Shremmerd and the Sprite Lemonade things, you're going to be coming out with some commercials of your own? Or?
Yeah, so I'm working on some more content, for Sprite, and then, the things that we talked about, they're going to be working on some more commercials and stuff like that, more media. We got some events and stuff like that coming up. Some more interviews and red carpet events and shows and things like that. So it's going to be a lot cooking. I'm very grateful, like I said before, to have, such a brand to want to get behind me and my music and my story, and help tell it to the world. And so we're going to be doing that, in a lot of different ways. But we'll be putting out a lot of media content, over the next couple of months.
Man, that's awesome. And I can just imagine, just me, myself, personally, growing up, knowing Sprite, drinking Sprite, whenever I can, because, sometimes as a kid, be like, oh, you can't have no soda till you finish your dinner or something like that.
I remember them days.
But, man, now, you can tell your parents I can drink Sprite whenever I want.
Yeah, right? I'm like, you won't want. That's funny. My mom texts me. She texted me, like, probably 30 minutes ago, maybe an hour ago, asking if I can get her another one of those Sprite lemonade.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's crazy. I'm like, yeah, Mom, I got you.
Yeah, that's dope. Whenever I've seen that Ray Sherman commercial, so the marketing over there at Sprite is awesome. They're doing a good job, because I saw that commercial with Ray Sherman, and I immediately went and got one of those Sprite lemonade
drinks. My
drinks.
God.
It's pretty good.
It's good.
But I gotta be honest, I thought it would be more lemonade tasting than Sprite.
Yeah.
It still tastes like a fresher Sprite to me.
Right.
With, that like little lemonade aftertaste.
Yeah, little kick to it, not too much. I remember, the first time I tried it, I was just like, oh, I like that, and so, I was like, okay, this is the lick right here, I'm all in, let's go.
Yeah.
And, so now I got my family and friends on it, everybody trying it, and they like, okay, this is really good, I see why you working with Sprite.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Well, if you can holler at somebody over there, tell them just to try to put, like a cup more lemonade in it.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, see what you can do to pull that off, man. Appreciate it. If you're logging out right now, Straightforward with Strip every Thursday at 3 p.m. Central in the Red Stream on www.fbrn.us, or you can check the Facebook live stream on Young Strip on air. Follow me at Young Strip 702 on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're live in the studio right now with my man Eclipse Darkness. Like I said, I had a top 10 artist, like I said last week, come on the show, and I want to go ahead and keep going with that trend. I can easily say that after listening to his music, checking out his catalog, this dude is easily top 10 in the DFW. Have you heard anything like that before about your music?
Yeah. I'm hearing a lot of that, all over the world, globally now. It's crazy.
Man, have you performed outside of the U.S.?
Oh yeah, several times. London shows a lot of love, and that's the crazy part. I get a lot of love overseas, and everywhere else, and bordering states, and now more people are starting to catch wind. Here in my home city in Dallas. But yeah, London, they love us. We went out there. Shout out to Rude Boy. I'm saying they were the first ones to take me over there with a release party. I was an ambassador for the clothing, Rude Boy. So we went over there, did our thing in London, went to Canada. Shout out to Toronto, everybody in Canada. Man, showing love. I got some records with an artist, a couple artists actually, that I'm gonna release soon. So shout out to everybody in Canada, Toronto, showing us love. Shout out to my boy Tory Lanez. Hopefully we can get on the tour with him, pretty soon. I'm putting it in the universe. We got some things cooking. So shout out to my boy Tory Lanez. And those been like the main, places. Belize, shout out to everybody in Belize. They show us a lot of love in Belize. Cameroon, Africa. I did a record with Stanley E. Now. He's from Cameroon, Africa, and once we released that record, his fans were like,
you actually went out there?
Not yet. Yeah,
no,
we did it here. But that's where he's from, and where he's stationed now. And so we're trying to get a show out there. Shout out to Black Diamond 214. We had a meeting, and they're interested in helping us get over there to do some shows and go on tour and things like that. So we've been all over the world, man. We global, like it's big, like
Eclipse taking over.
Man, we trying to take over. I'm trying to be the GOAT. I'm trying to make it happen. On a global, international level. Not just in a box or stuck in one little market. We're doing a lot of big things, and I think it's time now to really kind of display that and show that to the world.
So I want to know, how long have you been doing music, basically? Like, when have you first, start going to the studio, paying for studio time, writing songs, and putting them on wax?
Man, I've been doing music all my life. Music and acting, that's all I know. I grew up, doing music and acting from elementary all the way to high school, and continued thereafter. But, I say about maybe the past 10 years, I really started taking it serious and treating it like a business. Going to the studio, paying for time, getting records mixed and mastered, artwork, learning how to run ads on social media, doing my own marketing and promo ad campaigns, and linking up with PR teams, and I mean, you name it. Shout out to my man Corn with Polar Hits. As far as management goes, he's been riding with me since day one. Shout out to C Scott with the Firm Agency, Vertigo, Lady C, Creative Currency, Sarah Badran, Prince P. Like, all these people have been rocking with me and supporting me and helping me on this journey. And number one, shout out to my mom. When I said I wanted to go full flesh, she's been there, like, supporting me. She's like my number one fan, my biggest fan. So shout out to her. And man, so I would have to say about the past 10 years. It's been
10 years, a decade you've been in this game.
Yeah, been in the game. Yep.
Okay, that's what's up, man. So all the accomplishments and everything you're coming into now, I believe, honestly, in my personal opinion, is well deserved.
Man, I appreciate that.
Heck yeah,
I really
because you're in the music scene in the DFW. So I'm sure, like I said last week on Straightforward with Strip, check out the podcast on the website. The music scene in the DFW area is pretty thick. Yeah. It's a lot of artists out here.
A lot.
What do you feel separates you from the other, artists in the DFW
man,
area?
Easy. My story is like the number one thing that separates me from, any other artist. Aside from my skill set, and my rhythmic rhyme scheme ability, there's really no one that can, do what I do when it comes to lyrically spitting. The way that I do with the timing and the flow, and how I can switch it up from fast paced, slow, and then singing on top of that, doing EDM, Afrobeat, dance hall. I do it all. So I think that's the biggest thing. My story is the biggest thing that separates me from any other artist. And over the next couple of months and next year, I'm really finna put a lot of that out on a personal level that I think is gonna resonate well, with my fans and new fans, and just consumers in general of music, and they'll really feel, where I'm coming from and get to know a deeper side of Eclipse. And I think that's going to take things over the top. So I'm putting it in the universe now. Yeah.
So future projects, we're going to be able to get a little more insight on who Eclipse Darkness is.
Yes,
like, really as a person.
Majorly.
Okay. Well, I want to ask, where did you get the name Eclipse Darkness?
Oh, man.
How did that come about?
So it all started, of course, back in high school. When I was doing these shows and showcases and such, people would tell me, they were like, man, it always seemed like you overshadowed the competition or any other talent, going on, like an Eclipse. And I was like, I like that. Okay, yeah, Eclipse. And so I was like, I'm going to run with that name. And so people just started calling me Eclipse. And I only added the darkness on there, not too long ago for SEO purposes. And that's search engine optimization, because you got Eclipse gum, cars, things like that. So once I did that, I became even more discoverable. And, that kind of helped me stand out even more because, I'm the only one. When you search, Eclipse Darkness, music, the only one that pulls up. And but that's basically how I came up with the name. The fans, the fans have done it all. They helped me come up with the name, got me this deal with Sprite, just with their support and engagement and interacting with them. That's how it came about.
That's what's up. And you mentioned earlier something about, your story being something that sets you apart from everybody else.
Absolutely.
You want to kind of expound on that a little bit? Like, is it something about your upbringing, where you came from?
Man, it's
got you here today?
Yeah, it's all of that. My upbringing, a lot of the struggle and things that I went through, and challenges, I would say, that I went through and still go through, today. Like I said, in the upcoming music and projects, I'm gonna be talking about that a little bit more because we hear it all the time. People always see the success. They don't see the grind and all the work behind the scenes. So I'm wanna, as an artist and an influencer, I want to get better about showing that in front of the camera to my fans as well. The struggle and the hard times. But yeah, man, just everything I've gone through. All the doors have been shut. All the opportunities that I've had, and I've had to say no because it just didn't sit right with my spirit. And just a lot of interactions that I've had within the music industry. But yeah, just a lot of personal relationships and things that I've gone through is pretty much what I'll be touching on more here in the next few months.
Okay. And shout out to the homie Tate Richard from the Bad Squad Radio Show. He said, yo, don't forget to get me some Sprite as well.
Hey, I got you. What up, Tate?
Yeah. Shout out to Tate Richard of the Bad Squad Radio Show, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So you being a music artist, me being who I am, I got to ask, have you ever been approached by the Illuminati?
Oh, yeah.
You believe in all that?
Man.
So was it like an old white guy in a suit that was like, hey,
nah.
follow me to the penthouse?
Nah, not at all. But I definitely have had some encounters, and at first you when you hear those stories, you're like, man, whatever. What is this? That's it's crazy. But until you really experience it, then because
I'm not gonna lie, I think I have been approached by Illuminati, but me being just like always playing, and sometimes I play too much, I probably turned them away because they were like, nah, this dude is out of there, like we can't mess with him. He'll blow our cover for sure.
Bro, I've had to I even still have messages from individuals, and I was approached by Freemason and all kinds of stuff, and so I'm just like, no, I'm okay, I'm good, I appreciate it,
Have you ever like wrote a song or did some type of music about the dark side of the music industry? I've seen other artists, I'm sure you've heard other artists write songs that seem kind of dark and they're relaying a message, like Lil Ronnie MF, for example. Shout out to the homie Lil Ronnie MF.
Shout out to Lil Ronnie for sure.
He has a track called Tales from the Industry.
And I heard of that.
It gets real deep and dark, man.
So I've touched on it a little bit. Now it's kind of time to go into it. There's some records that I've featured on, and I've kind of talked about it. Shout out to my guy IQ Music. We've done some records together, and I kind of put a little bit of that in there. I got a record called Chill Out that's on my I Like That project now. And it's in a fun way, though. It's in a fun way to kind of get the people, listening to it and into it and still, having a good time. But when you listen to what I'm actually saying, I'm talking about the industry to, chill out. They trying to play me like a fool. Woo. Nah, I ain't cool. I tell them fall back. Give me all that. But when they start talking smack, I be like, okay, chill out. Okay, chill out. So that's the record talking about that. I be getting these contracts. They be trying to play me. Not thinking that I'm smart enough to read it and try to lock me into something crazy. So, if y'all can, go check that song out. What I'm saying? It's called Chill Out on the I Like That project that's out right now. And I definitely talk about, what to look out for in the industry and how they try to get in your pockets and things like that.
That's what's up. And while we're talking about the Illuminati and music artists and things like that, I got to ask you, because it was a big conversation, and it's still a conversation kind of going on today. Jay-Z partnering with the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
What was your feelings when you first heard that news?
Based on, the situation with Kaepernick and then his stance, before, in comments on, the NFL, I was kind of like, okay, let me look into this, first to see, what's going on. But from my take, when I look at everything and what I've read in the reports and just knowing Jay-Z and just based on his moves, his moves in the past and the direction he's going in, I see it as an opportunity to really get someone in his position of power to kind of maneuver his way to really make a change.
So you feel like what he's doing, he is doing it with good intentions, and he's doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah,
because I kind of looked at it when I first heard the news. It's a billion. I was like, okay, it's a billionaire trying to make money with another billionaire. You know, this is a strict money move, basically. Because how can you say you stand with Kaepernick, but then you sign an agreement with the people who blackballed him in the first place?
Yeah, won't let him in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I looked at it like, okay, they try to get Rihanna, Cardi B, and Travis Scott, who they were successful in getting Travis Scott, to perform the Super Bowl halftime show.
Right.
But they said Rihanna and Cardi B backed out because Jay-Z told them, like, no, let's stand with Kaepernick. And so for Roger Goodell and the NFL to sign Jay-Z as the head of the musical department, and he's going to start overseeing the Super Bowl halftime performance, I was like, I feel like they suckered him into getting more black artists to do the Super Bowl halftime show.
And see, you know, I was thinking about that, but I was trying to think of it on like a bigger scale, because even myself, sometimes you have to, you know, make moves when you're thinking about the bigger picture, you know. And so I was trying to look at it that way and see it as, okay, he's making this move now for something bigger on down the road. And, you know, a lot of times it's hard to see that, you know, in present time. When it comes to certain decisions and things like that. And, you know, like with any given situation, any given individual, you know, they can always have a change of heart or change their mind, or things can get hashed out, or there can be another conversation that we may not hear about, you know, that kind of leads to the actions that were taken, you know, now. But so that's how I'm looking at it. I'm hoping, I'm praying, you know what I'm saying?
Being optimistic
like,
about it.
Being optimistic about it, like,
which, we can look at it like that. And there's a couple other, you know, public figures who have made good points, basically saying that, we've been needing somebody like Jay-Z at that table. Yeah. And now that he is overseeing the Super Bowl halftime performance and their Inspire Change campaign, I want to see a lot more NFL commercials with black people in it, black actors talking about black issues and social justice situations. And then since Jay-Z is overseeing the Super Bowl halftime performance and the NFL couldn't get those big name black artists to perform there at this Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying? I know the Cowboys are going to be a shout out to the Cowboys.
Shout out to the Cowboys, baby.
But this Super Bowl, I want to see nothing but black artists.
Man.
And you know how Beyonce had that whole Black Panther theme performance and everything?
That was amazing.
I want to see nothing but that. You know, so
that's what I'm going to be looking for, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're going to be looking for. You know, to kind of back up everything that's going on, or with the decision that's being made, you know, with that situation right now. So that's how I feel about that.
That's what's up. And right now, if Roger Goodell hit you up and asked you to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show, would you do it?
Man.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, you gonna write me that check, you know, a couple millions. Yeah. Then, you know, I do it, you know. Heck yeah, no question, you know, to put us in position for other greater things, you know. So for my people. So I would probably go ahead and, you know, if he wrote that check pretty right, a couple millions.
Okay. I can dig you, man. I can dig you. You can't ever hate on somebody, you know, getting that bread, you know, securing a better legacy for their family. You know what I'm saying? You got kids?
Yes, I have a daughter.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Miss Sophia. She'll be turning 2 this October.
Yo, that's wild, man. I have a son myself. It's my first and only. He's 2.5.
Yes, it's such a blessing.
January.
Ah, such a blessing, bro.
Yeah, it is. Doesn't it
Congrats
change everything?
That. It does.
Yeah.
And it changed everything for me, for sure. Like, without a doubt. Like, that's why I go so hard now. And I think I've been, you know, just really going full throttle on everything. You know, it's like 120%. On everything I do. You know, if I get involved, okay, we're going to go full throttle on it, because Sophia looking up to me. You know, I got to make sure she good, you know.
Heck yeah, and especially like being in the entertainment industry, it's like, it's cool, like, you know, whenever you're younger and you're just playing around with things and exploring life and experiencing this and trying to get involved with that.
Absolutely.
And, but now you have another human to take care of and be responsible for.
Exactly.
So whatever you got your mindset on that you want to do as a career, you got to go 1,000 on it.
You got to go hard.
Yeah. Have there ever been any situations in your musical career where you just thought, man, maybe I should try something else, or maybe I should look into doing other things?
Man, never. Yeah, I've never thought about doing anything other than, you know, music and acting. And I think, you know, that's the biggest thing and the biggest advice I give to other artists in the game is you have to know without a doubt you know, that, you know, this is your call. Like, if that's your calling, you got to know without a doubt that you're going to get to your goal. You're going to be successful. You're going to make it happen. Get to exactly where you want to be. So I don't have any doubt in my mind at all. I never have. And, you know, it's all about a mindset. And, you know, if you got that right mindset and you put those right thoughts into the universe, then it's all going to come to fruitate. I'm going to tell you a short, quick story.
Go for it.
Man, like 5 years ago, I said about 5, yeah, it was 5 years ago, I did a video with Sprite.
Yeah.
I did a video with a Sprite product. It wasn't with them, for say, but I did a video, and it was to try to get their attention. And we were pursuing like a deal with them and try to get involved with BET and things like that.
Yeah.
And I thought about it when they reached out to me via email. I was like, wow.
Yeah. Like you kind of put that into the universe.
Yeah.
And it came.
And I started looking back at everything that's happened and thought back like, oh, yeah, I remember saying that. Oh, I remember writing this. And then Facebook even helps you sometimes with bringing up, you know, those memories. Yeah. You know, so I was looking back. I was like, man, I remember saying I'm going to go perform and go be in London one day. It happened. Man, I remember saying I'm going to be in Canada and go doing this, doing that. It happened.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the Sprite thing, it happened. So now my belief really is, you know what I'm saying, if you really visualize and believe it without a doubt and you put those thoughts in the universe, it's going to come back. Like, it's going to happen.
I hope that's true for me because
It's
for
gonna happen.
the longest, you know, I'm originally from Las Vegas. You know,
Okay.
shout out to the West Side, all my family out there. But Chuck Taylor's growing up, that's always been a big thing to me, and I've always seen that a lot on like people I looked up to rocking the Dickies and the Chuck Taylors. So growing up, you know, I adopted that style. I don't wear anything but Chuck Taylors.
Okay.
And as I was going to radio school, I cut a couple commercial demos for Converse and Chuck Taylor. You know,
Nice.
so man, Converse, if you're listening, go ahead and let me get that deal too. You
Yes,
know what I'm
indeed.
saying?
Yes, indeed.
He wrote a song for Sprite, and he got a deal for Sprite. So definitely don't let Sprite outdo you on this.
Yeah.
I'm going to allow you to contact me. Hopefully we can work out a deal, you know what I'm saying?
Directly.
With Converse and Chuck Taylor.
Yeah, it's going to happen. It's gonna happen.
Already, man. Another thing that's been going on in the news and social media that I kind of feel like I started or I had a hand in making it go viral was the Popeyes and Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich debate. You've been seeing a lot about that?
Yeah, I actually got involved yesterday.
Yeah.
Me and my mom, I posted it on my Instagram and stuff. It's probably still on it's on my story.
Yeah.
I even posted a question because I saw one of my friends, one of my model friends, and she was in line. I was like, man, I keep hearing about this Popeyes. I'm like, man, let me know what's up with it. Let me know let me know if it's hidden for real. So she was like, all right, I'm gonna let you know ASAP. I'm in line right now. So she finally made it through after like 15 minutes, and she tried it, and she was like, it was well worth it. It was well worth the wait. I was like, what? Okay, I'm on my way now. I said, hey, mama, hey, let's let me holler at you. Let's go get something to eat. So we went hopped in the whip, went down the street. Went to Popeye. The line was crazy. Oh my gosh, bro. We were there for like 30 minutes. I was like, man, they better be lucky.
And it's wild too. I kind of feel like I'm responsible for this craze that's been going on this past week, especially in this area.
You done started something.
Man, a couple of years ago, to tell a little story about myself, a couple of years ago, I actually was a manager at a Popeyes.
Okay.
And while working there, I was like, man, like that'd be bomb if y'all had a spicy chicken sandwich. Because
Yeah.
I always ate the spicy chicken tenders or like put it on the po' boy bread. But I was like, man, we need to get a spicy chicken sandwich. And then like 2 months ago is when they originally came out with this chicken sandwich. So as soon as I seen the commercial, I'm like, oh snap, like
Oh man.
Popeyes got a spicy chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
I gotta go get it.
Yeah.
So I went and got it, and you can even go back on my Twitter and my Facebook months ago. I was trying to put people on. I was like,
Man.
yo, this Popeyes chicken sandwich is hidden. Chick-fil-A, y'all better watch out. Nobody believed me though. Nobody believed me. And then I don't know what happened.
They need to write you a check.
You feel me?
For real. Like you
feel me?
should
Like,
have
and it's dated. It's time stamped. You can go back to my social media and see. 2 months ago when it first came out.
No, I would look into that for real. Like that's serious.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's serious. But I tried it and it It was good.
Yeah, and then a couple days ago, I even said it again because my son's mom, she's a diehard Chick-fil-A fan, you know, and I was trying to debate her on why the Popeyes chicken sandwich is better, you know, so it kind of got me hot. So I got on my Facebook and I was like, just for the record, to state again, that Popeyes chicken sandwich is better than the Chick-fil-A one. And then that one went crazy, and then that's what followed to people going to get it, people telling me, like, yo, I'm going to go try it just because you told me to.
Because you said something, man.
And then a couple hours later, everybody's like, dang, Popeyes sold out of the chicken sandwich.
Bro.
Like, yo, Young Strip got to get a check for that. Man.
Yeah, like, for real, for real. I mean, because everywhere I was looking, it was lines everywhere. It was crazy.
So yeah, if you went to a Popeyes this week or these past couple of days and they were sold out, that's kind of my fault for stirring up that controversy and that craze, man.
Blame it on your man.
Yeah.
Get your mans.
Yeah. If you're just now logging on, it's Straightforward with Strip. We're in the studio right now with Eclipse Darkness. Check me out, Straightforward with Strip, every Thursday at 3 p.m. Central in the Red Stream. That's fbrn.us. Click on the Red Stream, or you can Google me, or check out Young Strip 702 on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So Eclipse Darkness, something else that was a buzz in the media that caused a lot of debates, a lot of fights, a lot of controversy, and there's been a lot of back and forth. It was that top 50s rapper list.
Oh, yeah, man.
Hey, you check that out?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
Joe Budden at number 3.
Man.
You know,
and
they got Lupe Fiasco, which I'm not going to hate. Lupe Fiasco got bars in him.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, Lupe.
Lloyd Banks.
Yeah, Lupe fire.
LL Cool J's on the list.
Yeah, shout out to LL, man. He was just out here for the Big 3 game. Yeah, showing love.
Heck yeah. So are there any people on this list, you know, specific that you're like, man, they should definitely not be on this list, or at least that number?
Man, to be completely honest, like, I don't even, you know, I you know, lists are cool, you know what I'm saying? But I don't even take part in the list. You know what I'm saying?
Like
you
don't feed into that hype.
Yeah, I don't even feed into it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like sometimes, like, these lists, you know, they just, you know, of course, you know, they people's opinions. You know, someone's opinion, put it together, and you know, it just, I don't like being fit in a box. You know, so. Yeah, you know, I'm just like, I don't even be worried about lists because
you saw it was humorous. It was cool for the time.
It was cool for the time, but you know, I feel like sometimes they kind of like, you know, put you in this box, and you know, we international, global with it, so we trying to, you know, stay outside of that.
Heck yeah.
You know, but I respect them. They cool. You know, the list be cool.
That's what's up. Yeah, because somebody who didn't have a problem with it, of course, you know, since he's number 3, was Joe Budden. I honestly think Joe Budden put this list out himself.
Man,
you know?
Yeah, seriously. Like,
I feel he would do something like that.
Like,
man.
really, bro?
Yeah.
Like, really?
Heck yeah. Joe Budden, I feel like he's silly. He would do something like this just to stir up, you know, that conversation and that debate.
He is. I be watching his Instagram live at times, you know.
Did you watch that thing that he had with Nicki Minaj? He went on her podcast.
Oh, when she was going off?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. She was heated, and he was caught in the crossfire. He was.
Speaking of Nicki Minaj, you know, and the top 50 rappers list, Joe Budden and them going at it and everything. It seems like Nicki Minaj be going at a lot of people. She be taking a lot of shots.
Yeah, I think she might be fed up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, with being bullied. I think she actually said that in one of her interviews. Or
what do you think she
him.
means by that? Like, being bullied? Yeah, because
like,
whenever I hear about Nicki Minaj, she's either going at somebody or going at somebody. And so, you know, then some people tell me, and then you just said she is being bullied and she's tired of it.
Well, what I think it is, or, you know, from what I've seen, I think she's talking about from a point of, like, in the industry, like behind the scenes and stuff like that. You know, a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and her, you know, not getting credit, you know, for certain things, and her feeling like, you know, some things aren't as easy on her as it, you know, should be, but they are for, you know, other people.
Like,
you know
she had a harder time getting into the game than Cardi.
Yeah, getting into the game and, like, making a name, you know, for herself, and like, no, I did this from the ground up. Like, I write my own music, you know, I be handling my own business, I be, you know, doing this and doing that, you know, from that level, and that perspective. I think that's what, you know, what she's talking about, what she means.
So who do you got, Nicki or Cardi?
I like both of them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, they both killing the game right now. You know, man, shout out to Cardi. I be rocking with Cardi. You know, I like her last project. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Jay White. You know, for producing it. You know what I'm saying? I rocks with both of them. Honestly, you know, Nicki and Cardi. You know, Cardi be going hard though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
she got bars.
Yeah, Cardi be going hard.
I'm not gonna lie. When Cardi B first came out, I thought like, it's another Nicki Minaj.
Yeah,
it's another, you know, whatever. Like they're not. If it's not Lil Kim or Trina, you know, everybody else, I feel like they're versions of Lil Kim and Trina.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I feel like Nicki is like her authentic. Nicki,
yeah, she definitely got her own lane, her own style.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
So I mean, like I said, I rock with both of them. You know, Cardi go hard. You know, but Nicki, you know, she's put in a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? She's been in the game and still been holding her ground and still doing her thing. So I mean, if I had to choose, you know, shout out to Nicki Minaj.
Okay, that's what's up. I dig it, man.
Yes, sir.
Another thing that's been going on, you know, between music artists, I like to get your opinion, your insight on it, because you are a music artist. You're in this industry, so the Yellow Beezy Mode 3 situation that a lot of people are talking about, you know, them beefing and who goes harder, which one is that?
Yeah.
I just want to know what's your take on the whole situation. What do you think should happen from here?
Man, shout out to Yellow Beezy. You know, we grew up together, you know, in the same apartments and stuff like that, growing up, you know, as kids.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, so I really don't have a lot to say about it, but I just feel like it just needs to be squashed, you know, with the platform, you know, that we have as artists and that they have, and being in their positions. You know, it's really that time to think is bigger than us.
And that kind
of figure things out, talk like men, you know, get to the bottom of it, squash it, and like, let's get out here and get to this bag and like take care of our people.
Yeah, and I've asked a couple people before, you know, because I, for one, think that they should off top do some type of collab project.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Just to send a message to the city of Dallas, like, look, it's a lot of craziness going on in the city right now, but check us out, putting our differences aside and coming together to show the goodness of Dallas.
That's not a bad idea.
But then there are some people saying, you know, well, they're just entertainers, they're just music artists. It's not their responsibility. How do you feel about public figures, music artists? You know, we talked about Jay-Z and others like that. Having the responsibility of sending messages regarding social justice, racism, things like the political stances and all that.
Man, like when you put it like that, I feel like we have, because we are influencers, we do have a responsibility, you know, keeping in mind that we have people that are really looking up to us, and based on what we do and what we put out, you know, that's going to affect, you know, especially the young ones, you know, the kids growing up, you know. So I think, you know, as artists, we always got to keep that in mind, and even, you know, act in a way that, okay, I have to hold myself accountable because I'm on a platform now where I really can influence a lot of people. So I think is definitely our responsibility, you know, to make sure the message that we're putting out, you know, to the public is a good one, you know, a positive one. And, you know what I'm saying, for me, it's a no-brainer, you know. Yeah. You know, it's a no-brainer. But, yeah, I definitely say we have a big responsibility as artists and have to hold ourselves accountable for our actions at all times.
Especially, you know, in the areas like Dallas and Fort Worth, you know, there's high crime areas, high rates of violence. But then, you know, a lot of the rappers out of Dallas and Fort Worth, that's all they talk about is the violence and the drugs and the guns.
Man. And it's okay to talk about, you know, where you come from. Yeah. You know,
like your life experience.
Your life experiences,
It's a way to,
but it's a way to communicate it and convey, you know, that message. And, you know, as artists, we have to be creative, you know, and at the same time, you know, through the images and the media, the content that we put out, you know, we have to be conscious and really think about, you know, and make that call like, okay, is this gonna convey the right message, or is it?
Because I heard a song and I was like, dang, like how is this a song? How is this getting spins? But basically the whole hook was pop a perk like my back hurt, smash a chick make her back hurt. Pop a perk like my back hurt, smash a chick make her back hurt. Like that's all I heard for like 2.5 minutes. And I'm like, bro, who is listening to this? Like,
who gave the approval for that?
Is this
like
what music is nowadays?
Man, that's what I be mad at. I be like, who approved this? That's who I want to talk to. Like, who approved to put this on the airwaves?
Okay. So you, like, as a music artist, you are like aware and conscious that there are some artists out there that are just trash.
Man,
straight trash.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because
pure trash.
I talk to a couple music artists and they're always like, "Oh, everybody's good. I want to work with everybody." Blah blah. Like, nah, man, we need some more realness. It's a lot of trash rappers out there. Now there are people who at first I thought were trash, but then I kind of like their style and how they carry themselves, like Blueface. When I first heard Blueface, I thought it was a joke. Because I heard it on K104, and I was like, this must be one of those, like, We the Worst something or whatever.
Man, and see,
but then I followed him a little more, and I'm like, okay, he cool.
And that's the thing, man. Like, some of these artists get in positions where they put out these records for, to fall into trends and, like, to, do what they think is hot now. Yeah. And, like just like that example, it initially gives off the bad, impression. And then you have to really go dig and see, okay, let me really see what this person is about. You might discover something different. So it's like you got a lot of that going on. But me, on the other hand, man, I try to steer away from that and just kind of be consistent, stay true to who I am.
Straight up.
And don't try to, pull no gimmicks and all that. Yeah, it's entertainment. But if you are going to do it, make sure the message is not, pop a perk. Make a back hurt, all that.
Right, the whole song, it was like 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Pop a perk like my back hurt, smash a make a back hurt.
Yeah, so like I'm like, I got songs, that they ain't talking about no drugs. No, never that. But that are fun. Talking about getting wild and crazy when it comes to on the make a back hurt topic, but not no drugs and nothing and crazy. It's always a story and a story to tell behind all of my songs. Yeah.
Even I was surprised whenever I heard one of your latest projects, Poom Poom Shorts.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Poom Poom Shorts is out right now. It's on YouTube, right?
Yes.
Where else can they find Poom Poom Shorts?
Man, you can find Poom Poom Shorts. It's off the project Good Vibrations. That's the EP. That's the hottest single, one of the hottest singles on there, because we got a lot of bangers. It's a well put together project, I must say.
And how did you come up with the idea? Because it's a different kind of, like, it's not just a regular rap song, it has like that reggae feel, you know what I'm saying, that dance hall feel.
Absolutely.
So how did you come up with this one?
Man, I'm a huge fan of Afrobeat and dance hall. I love it, bro. I love it. Like, the feeling I get listening to it, and it's just good vibes. It just feels good. So, my creative self, I always like to incorporate things and blend things, and I've done it in the past with hip hop and Latin music. I did a hip hop merengue song called Suave, and that took off, and it brought the two cultures together. So I kind of wanted to do that with the Afrobeat. I said, man, I love this Afrobeat. I love the way, I flip and rap. Let me see if I can come up with something and put it together. And boom, that's what, I was able to create. I did it, just having fun. I was just having fun, having a good time. Ended up making a hit. It actually got leaked on Instagram, went viral, 500,000 views in the first day.
Dang.
It was crazy. So You Think You Can Dance Dancers, Fiction and Comfort, they choreographed to it, posted a video. Then we got dancers in Brazil. The junior So You Think You Can Dance season 5 dancers, they did video to it. People in India, all over London, Sophia out in London, NWE Worldwide, they posted stuff. It was just going viral. And at that time I knew, okay, this is my lane. It feel good. It's easy for me to do because I enjoy it so much, to where it comes out so naturally, and the people loved it, and I got so much engagement, and Instagram even verified me.
Do you have a music video to it yet?
Actually, not yet, but I was talking. It's in development right now. It's in development right now.
That's awesome. 'Cause I'm not gonna lie, like, hearing the title Poom Poom Shorts, and then listening to the song. And if somebody's listening right now and they're like, what is Poom Poom? What is Poom Poom Shorts?
Yeah.
What's your take on it? What's your definition? What's Poom Poom Shorts?
You know, so the definition of Poom Poom Shorts is, you know, you in Texas, you know how hot it is.
Yeah.
You know, you find fitness women out there, you know, you put on them little bitty shorts to let your legs breathe. Sometimes they might be, you know, too short, too tight.
Yeah.
To where, you know, it almost might be revealing, you know, on the midsection area.
Poom Poom.
Yeah, you know, showing the poom poom, you know, so it's like, okay. So, you know, that's pretty much what it means, what it stands for, Poom Poom Shorts.
That's what's up, man. I'm excited to see that music video.
Man, is it gonna
be like
fire?
Yeah.
I got my boy, shout out to Jeff Adair. We just shot a video to a record that's gonna be coming out soon. We'll probably drop that in September or October, so be on the lookout for that. He's gonna shoot the Poom Poom Shorts. Shout out to Camille with Mom Crew. You know, we gonna have her a part of that thing as well. I try to fly some people in who did some dance videos on social media and put them in actual video. So it's gonna be a big thing.
Man, that's what's up. So it's gonna be actually, you know, a shoot, like a video shoot. It's not gonna be no Nelly tip drill.
Oh no,
just hit record. Everybody start shaking that.
Yeah, none of that. It's gonna be a real production. Real production.
That's what's up, man. I can dig it. I can dig that, man. I want to ask. You know, I gotta ask every music artist, man. Who is an artist that you would want to work with that you haven't had the opportunity to work with yet?
Man, I keep saying this too, man. I'm putting it in the universe, so remember this.
Yeah.
Tory Lanez, man, I really want to do a record with him. You know, I love his grind. I love his music. You know, I love his projects, his story. And so, if there's anybody, you know, right now that I'm looking to get a smash hit in with, it's Tory Lanez.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Already. And I want to know your take on, I know it happened a while ago, but it was one of the most iconic beefs was the Drake and Pusha T.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So whenever that was going on, who do you think won that one?
I'm going to have to say Pusha T, man. Pusha T killed my man Drake. Like, every comeback that Pusha T had, I was like, whoa. I was like, wow. And then the revealing of the kid, you know, and everything, like,
man, he broke news that.
Yeah, he broke news. I was like,
I gotta admit, that was cold. That was fire.
That was fire. You know, just the way he, you know, delivered everything, and you know, I kind of felt like, I was like, man, this entertainment they done put together, you know.
Yeah.
But listening to it, I had to give it to Pusha T. He ate my boy Drake up. Shout out to you, Drake. You know what I'm saying? No hard feelings. But
straight up.
Yeah.
You ever been the target of a diss track? You ever been in a musical beef?
Man, don't nobody want no smoke. Don't nobody want no smoke.
Straight like that.
Straight like that. I've never been. Nobody's ever come at me on any records or, you know, lyrically. Now that I know of, I'm pretty sure it would be known if somebody did, but I've never had that happen. You know, I'll be ready if it ever does.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm a pretty humble guy. You know, I stay humble. I do my thing, and you know,
like you seem like somebody. You know, if I was still doing music and wanting to be an artist and pursue that path, you seem like somebody I would want to do a song with rather than do a song about.
Yeah.
So that's what's up, man.
Yeah, and that's what I get. I get a lot of that. Shout out if you an artist waiting on a feature or like collab. Thank you for being patient. You know, I got a lot of projects I'm cooking up right now and dropping and stuff, so it's coming. You know, I have been able to knock out a lot of features though that we haven't dropped yet, and it's coming. But yeah, that's what I get. You know, and I'm open to working with passionate artists if they on the same level or, you know, serious about the craft. Because I don't just work with anybody. You know, so you gotta be
be aware of like what you put your name on.
Yeah, absolutely. Branding is very important. You know, so yeah, we gotta be keep that on the forefront.
Yeah. And so, how do you feel about ghostwriters? You being a music artist, you ever used a ghostwriter? Do you think they're terrible? I don't like ghostwriters. I kind of feel like if you're an artist, and you have a ghostwriter, you're not an artist. Yeah, you're an actor.
It takes away the authenticity. I've never had anybody write for me, ever. You know, and I don't even like I know in the industry, it probably, gets to that. You get so busy, people submitting records, this and that. But I've never had to have anybody write for me.
Do you have people that like send you bars and stuff like, bro, you should say this, or like send you verses? And
yeah, I've had that. Yeah, I've had it before. People's like, hey, can you put that in there, or you should say this and that. And because I'm always thinking on like a business and and legal point of view, I'm like, okay, well. All right, well,
like, you gonna pull that rights thing on?
Yeah,
me,
I'm like,
you got the rights.
You gonna have to register with BMI or something. Yeah. I'm gonna need your number so we can, register this, as songwriters, credits and this and that, which is cool. I don't mind, but I like to tell my story, myself, and I even put that in a song, where I say that, I don't need anybody to write for me, and I'm not gonna be treated like a puppet. So I write my own music. So I even say that in my song.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Mm-hmm. And now I know, different artists, like music artists, painters, all kind of artistry. Oh, yeah. Some of them have to be in a certain kind of like atmosphere, a certain kind of zone or mindset or place. Yeah. Some people have their rituals. Like I have my own rituals before I come on the show every week. What kind of atmosphere rituals do you have whenever you get in the studio to start putting a song together?
Sometimes I'll take time in the car before I actually go in the studio to, kind of just like do quick like meditation, meditate.
Yeah.
I got to make sure like I'm in a relaxed environment.
Yeah.
So
do you smoke or drink?
Nah, that's the thing. I drink a little bit. I'm a wine drinker, and then I drink socially. But I don't do too much alcohol. I'm not, not big on that. But I'll have a drink, here and there. Yeah. 'Cause there ain't nothing wrong with that. I like shoot, give me a quick little Malibu pineapple in a minute. That's one of my everybody be like, oh, that's a weak drink. I'm like, yeah, man, I just be chilling. Give me some wine or something light like that, and I'm good. But
so you pull up to the studio, you
meditate a little bit, and just get my mind right. Most of the time, I'm really prepared, and especially when it's one of my projects that I'm working on. Because I do a lot of stuff for the labels too.
Yeah.
When I work with them, and sometimes I'll have to freestyle a song, so I kind of get myself, prepare for that. Listen to the track a few times, and then go in there and do my thing. Yeah. But now, I've been doing it so long, it just comes natural, man. I just get in there and just if I catch a vibe, it's a wrap. I gotta really catch a vibe and really feel it, the track, and it's history from there.
Man, okay. So in some cases, you'll like go in the studio and hear a beat, and then lyrics and bars will start coming, or do you like pre-write and then go in and find a beat that matches it?
So what I do now, I've learned that I'm able to work more efficiently and get records done quicker and a lot more done if I just get in there and just start freestyling. I just get in there, start freestyling, come up with melodies and such, and like I'll record a few tracks where I'm just like trying to catch the vibe and kind of like mumbling over the track to figure out what pockets I want to get in and see if it sparks a certain feeling. And so if I feel something and I like the melody, then I stick with it, and then I tell my engineer, Tyler, hey, okay, press record, let me record this, and then we record it. If I like it, I keep it. All right, let's keep going. And then I, continue to freestyle. And then before you know it, within an hour, we got a complete song ready to go.
Right, just off the vibe.
Mm-hmm. Just off the vibe now.
I dig that. And if you're just now logging on, it's Straightforward Strip every Thursday at 3 p.m. Central in the Red Stream on FBRN.US. Click on the Red Stream every Thursday at 3 p.m. Straightforward Strip. I'm in the studio right now with Eclipse Darkness.
Yes, sir.
Are you from the DFW or what do you call it?
Oh, yeah. Born and raised, Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, awesome. That's what's up, man. And where can we find your music? Where can we find out
y'all
about
make sure y'all follow me on Spotify, Eclipse Darkness, Apple Music, you name it. Any music platform, I'm out there, Eclipse Darkness. Holla at your boy on Instagram. Also, website, eclipsedarknessmusic.com. And like I said before, hit me up on Instagram. I'm there like 24/7. Message back. That's what I love. I love engaging with my fans. So people who DM me, I'm gonna message back, interact with you guys. And I got a party coming up, a Sprite party. So y'all make sure y'all definitely DM me on Instagram so you can get an invite to that thing.
Yeah, man, for sure. I definitely want to be in that Sprite party.
Oh, I got you.
See what's up with that.
I got you.
That's what's up. And lit. I was gonna ask too, are there any other events or projects you got coming up or that we can look out for?
Man, so I got the project Quit That coming out. That's gonna be coming out real soon. I got an R&B project coming out. A lot of people don't know, that I sing or something. Some I put it out there a little bit. But I think we're really gonna shock the fans and supporters when they really see this project I'm putting out, probably the first quarter of next year. So be on the lookout for that. I won't say too much, I don't want to give it away. I want it to be a nice little surprise. But we got a project out right now with Prince P that we just dropped called Reloaded. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out, go stream that. Shout out to everybody on that project. And it's doing very well right now.
Man, that's what's up. That's what's up. And I want to go ahead and give a quick shout out to the viewers and the listeners, man. Shout out to Young Carter, Troy Washington, Monique Moe, Brian Pearson. We got Willie Turner. We got Joseph Hen. Shout out to Jerletha McDonald. Who'd I say? Tate Richards. Shout out to him with the Bad Squad Radio Show. Breon. Shout out to Breon. Shout out to Jasmine. Shout out to Deandra. Shout out to Carl Caraway. That's the OG right there.
Yeah.
And shout out to William. Shout out to the Black Batman, Ernest Walker. I want to go ahead and give another straightforward strip. Shout out to Lanika Sampson. What's up, the homeboy FM Beats? What's going on? What's popping? Shout out to you. Shout out to Miss C. Renee, Worldwide C. Renee. Big ups to you. Thank you for tuning in and logging on. Thank you as well to Serge for tuning in and logging on. We got Keith Hall, University of the 80s. My fam, Jeremy Cotton and Rob C. Shout out to Petty Gang Radio, Petty Gang Podcast, Rob C. We got Dr. Kevin Henry. We got doctors. We got lawyers. We got judges. Everybody shout out. Shout out to the homeboy Low Dose. Shout out to the other homie Daniel Bush. Shout out to Young Boss. Shout out to Marcus Fuller. And we got Cornelius. Shout out to Cornelius. Shout out to Donna. Hey. Shout out to Don Brown. Shout out to the homie Dolly Brosco. Shout out to Miss Sonia Boucher, man. Those are the people logging in right now. And there's others. I thought I could name everybody.
Man.
That was a mistake to try and name everybody that's logging on right now. But if you're listening, I appreciate you for listening, man. We're in the studio with Eclipse Darkness on Straightforward with Strip. Right now I'm going to play Knock Knock. But before we get into this track, Knock Knock by Eclipse Darkness, the music video is fire. The lyrics are fire. Sheesh. How did you come up with Knock Knock? Woo. This is one of my favorites.
Oh, I like that, man. I appreciate that. Yo, that record is stupid. Like, I'm about to share some stuff with y'all that I ain't never shared in an interview before. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man Galaxy 9, Ropsky with Galaxy 9. We actually met up at the studio and he was like, yo, Eclipse, bro, your skills, you fire. You're like, you need to do a record where you just spitting, just going fast, eating them up, just talking your essay, Yeah. So I was like, okay, all right, I got you. So I was like, let me see what I can cook up. So I went to the crib, found a track, and I was like, just went at it, laid it down. And the funny part about it, like, I wasn't even expecting this thing to blow up like it did. I recorded this song on my iPad. I recorded the record on an iPad.
Dang.
Yeah, mixed it myself or whatever and everything, and like, I wasn't even trying to put it out as a single, nothing. Yeah. Like, I was like, man, let me do this for Ropsky, show him what I can do, put it out, boom. You look up. Here we are,
Yeah. And for real, it was like you was just flexing bars.
Bro, I was flexing bars, just going in, Now we look up the record at like 2 million plus views, streams, Sprite love it. They posting it, they sharing it. It's on like over 2,000, probably more now. The last time I checked was like a while back, some months ago. Playlist, it got so much press, and it's crazy, man. Like I said, I wasn't even thinking big single or anything like that. I was like, let me just go ahead and showcase some skills because that's what everybody know me for, twisting. Yeah. So I was like, man, let me talk to the industry. So that's why I named it Knock Knock, because it's really time to let me in, because I've been knocking at the door, for 10 plus years. And like, I'm like, okay, y'all don't want to let me in. Well, I'm going to kick the door down. And that's pretty much what I'm doing with that record, letting the music industry know, yo, Eclipse Darkness is here. It's time to let me in. I've been knocking for 10 years. You don't want to let me in. I'm going to kick the door down. There ain't nothing you can do after that.
That's cold, man.
Oh, I like that.
So if you're logging on, you're still listening right now. Straightforward with Strip. We're in the studio with Eclipse Darkness. We were just talking about this track called Knock Knock. It's viral. You can find it anywhere. Look up Eclipse Darkness. Before I let you go, I got to let you hear it, man. Here goes Knock Knock by Eclipse Darkness.
You already know what time it is, right? It's your boy Eclipse Darkness. How I like this one, man. Hold up, listen. Yeah. I'ma just talk to you for about maybe 2 minutes. That's all I need. Knock, knock at the door, who it is, Eclipse, so let me in. Rap game, it'll never be the same, so let me step in. Can I please have your permission? I'm in the top 10. You might just wanna stop and listen, ears all in. She gon' love it when I come into the party. Beat it up with a little bit of naughty. Then I pull up the watch, I'ma call it. Hold up, please don't stall it. Tell me what's a better way to do it. So unbelievable the way I do it all. So if you really wanna do it, go ahead and prove it and make that call. Yeah, popping up all in my space. Yeah, put that thing all in my face. Yeah, I'm trying to give me some play. Yeah, shorty come through with the cake. Yeah, she be like, come on and test it. Yeah, give me some time while I pass it. Yeah, slow down, I don't wanna chase it. Yeah, I see it, girl, don't erase it. Flashlight with the money game. Who am I? Yeah, I be the blame. You and I, we are not the same. After jungle, I be untamed. They wanna give me a sure now. Always that come with a fee. Make sure we don't be too low now. You know my skills are not cheap. When I pull up all up on the scene, let me get that money to count that green. Hey, everybody know I handle business. Can I get a witness? Who know what I mean? Flash lights, camera with the action, but I'm never acting. But I'll take an Oscar home. Bang, still I be taxing, never be relaxing. Loud as the Astrodome. Pull up in the backseat, can nobody reach me? I done turned off my phone, cause I'm about to run up a bag. So tell them to leave me alone, cause I don't dance now. I make money moves, Jay White. I don't speak, that mean I don't fuck with you. That's right.
I mean, this video we just got finished shooting, man, was off the freaking chain. It was just like me doing what I normally do. You know what I'm saying?
Fishbowl Radio Network, FBRN.US. That was Knock Knock by Eclipse Darkness. I'm telling you, straight banger, straight fire. Man, he shot the video right here at Fishbowl Radio Network. We appreciate you for doing that.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, when I first heard the song, I thought, man, Twista, Adrenaline Rush.
Yep.
And a lot of people don't know this, but I grew up on Twista. You know what I'm saying? I'm a huge Twista fan, and I feel like even to this day, he's not getting the shine that he deserves. Man. Because he is a staple. He is a pioneer. You know what I'm saying?
So underrated, man.
Man. I got Twista vibes from that Knock Knock track.
Absolutely, absolutely. Shout out to my man Twista, man, out there doing his thing. You know, he just dropped a new project. You know, I checked that out, and I was feeling it. I know he got some more heat coming. And, you know, I can't wait to hear it. And, you know, hopefully we can get some more records in together. So, shout out to my man Twista.
That's what's up, man. That was Knock Knock by Eclipse Darkness. Somebody else I wanted to mention who hasn't really been getting the shine that they deserve, but they're getting recognized coming up, man. Missy Elliott.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award.
Ooh, man. Shout out to Missy. My girl, Comfort, who I was just talking about, she actually danced and choreographed for Missy, with Missy. So, yeah, so, you know, I see her a lot and see what they're doing, you know, just following her and knowing her, the work that they're putting in and stuff like that. And, yeah, shout out to Missy. That was one of my favorite growing up. You know, her, Timberland, you know, all in.
Knowing the controversy that has been stirring up as well, because there's been a lot of people saying that other people deserve the award.
Man.
And first, I want to say a lot of people think it goes off of like popularity or streams or sales.
Not
it's
at
the
all.
Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award.
It's
you know, like who has the coldest, most consistent music videos?
Man.
Because Michael Jackson,
creative.
The award was after him. You know, because Michael Jackson, as we all know, he has some bomb music videos. They're
creative,
like
very creative. Yeah, you know, creativity, you know, to the highest degree. And yeah, man, come on, Missy been putting in, you know, man, she been putting in work
and the music videos
consistently for years. Yeah. So, you know, like, you know, those comments, I don't even pay attention to them no more. I'm like, they don't know what they talking about. They don't know what they talking about. Like, they ain't been in this game, you know, paying attention to you know, people's growth, you know, what they're actually doing and contributing to the industry. So.
That's what's up, man. And again, it's Straightforward with Strip every Thursday at 3 p.m. in the Red Stream. Follow me, YoungStrip702 on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And before we get out of here, Eclipse Darkness, where can we find you?
Hey, you already know what it is. It's your boy Eclipse Darkness, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Spotify, Eclipse Darkness. That's 2 words. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Y'all get at me. Let's stay locked in. Oh, I like that. Like,
Yeah, already. It's Young Strip on Straightforward Strip, Thursdays at 3 p.m. Check me out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Or you can check me out on Young Strip on air on the Facebook, so you can check out this live video. Or look out for the podcast. Go to fbrn.us, search Strip or Straightforward Strip, and check out the podcast available on demand right there. Here goes Eclipse Darkness, Poom Poom. And like always, I'll be back next week.
Me no know, booty rap. Sheesh. Oh, I like that. Me no know. Look how she move, yeah, she fire. Watch how she dance, yeah, she fire. Look how she move, yeah, she fire. Watch how she dance, yeah, she fire. Pull up in your boom boom shorts. 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 Look how she dance, yeah, she fire. Watch how she dance, yeah, she fire. Look how she dance, yeah, she fire. Watch how she dance, yeah, she fire. Pull up in your boom boom shorts. 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 I like how she do what she do, yeah. I like how she move when she move, yeah. I see your boom boom, yeah. How about you step in my room, yeah. It's getting hot in here. Girl, don't you stop, get near. Show me you have no fear. I'ma pull up to your rear. How about the whip and then watch me land on it? Let me know, mama, can I come dance on it? The way I'm attacking, I need my hands on it. That body's so fire, let me advance on it. With the way that she on it, kinda making me want it. Better run it back in the morning, cause now we got some plans on it. Got a body, she tone it, got a body, step on it. Pull out of my pocket like a rocket, coming to throw them bands on it. I like how you look when you move in your shorts, got me feeling so weird. I like how you dance in your shorts when your boom boom come out all the way. I like how you look when you move in your shorts, got me feeling so weird. I like how you dance in your shorts when your boom boom come out all the way. She fire. Watch how she dance, yeah, she fire. Look how she move, yeah, she fire. Watch how she dance, yeah, she fire. Pull up in your boom boom shorts. 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 Look how she dance, yeah, she fire. Watch how she dance, yeah, she fire. Look how she dance, yeah, she fire. Watch how she dance, yeah, she fire. Pull up in your boom boom shorts. 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 I like how she do what she do, yeah. I like how she move when she move, yeah. I see your boom, boom, yeah. How about you step in my room, yeah. It's getting hot in here. Girl, don't you stop, get near. Show me you have no fear. I'ma pull up to your rear. How about the whip and then watch me land on it? Let me know, mama, can I come dance on it? The way I'm attacking, I need my hands on it. That body so fire, let me advance on it. With the way that she on it, kinda making me want it. Better run it back in the morning, cause now we got some plans on it. Got a body, she tone it, got a body, step on it. Pull out of my pocket like a rocket, coming to throw them bands on it. I like how you look when you move in your shorts, got me feeling so weird. I like how you dance in your shorts when your boom boom come out all the way. I like how you look when you move in your shorts, got me feeling so weird. I like how you dance in your shorts when your boom boom come out all the way. She fire. Watch how she dance, yeah, she fire. Look how she move, yeah, she fire. Watch how she dance, yeah, she fire. Pull up in your boom boom shorts. 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 Look how she dance, yeah, she fire.
What's up, y'all? You want it real?